Welcome back to Catch a Loser. This week we have two losers. One that goes by the screen name CallanLoF, and another loser with the screen name Jcomix98, who is also a predator, loser, whatever. Let's go.
Hello, human beings and people or whatever. Welcome to the first episode of the To Catch a Loser podcast. With your host, me, and these two people. There is... Introduce yourselves.
She's here! She's queer! It's Jcomix!
There you go.
I'm CallanLoF. I'm here to talk about...
My name is Ken. Anyway.
What did you say?
Okay, so this is a podcast that we're starting. Well, I'm starting because, I don't know. Because I want to put stuff on this dumb channel. And right now, I can't be bothered to make anything for this dumb channel. So, hopefully this will be a free-form sort of thing where we just talk about shit and discuss shit and maybe take feedback from you guys and respond to questions and stuff, and maybe we talk about stuff in the news, or if you want us to recommend us to talk about anything you want, or you want us to do stuff like that, stuff.
The podcast.
Basically, so I can make actual content that's entertaining without having to kill myself, because, yeah. So, yeah, you nice whispering, you spicy bitch. Alright. So,
Hey, minds think alike, bro.
Anyway. So, what's going on in everyone's lives? Caleb here has finished university, just like me.
I did. We both have finished. I finished like a month earlier, and we're both at the same starting point right now.
See, for us, Caleb is a bum, because he is a lazy bum who's been outclassed by his sister, who works at a fantastic establishment named Panera Bread.
That's true. That's very true. She was able to get a job before me, which makes me the resident loser of the house.
Even Jojo has a job. He's like a janitor.
Jojo is a janitor of the house.
Jojo stands for janitor.
Yeah, that's true. Jojo is the janitor. He likes to mop up the floors. He likes to poke me with the mop sometimes, and I say, "Hey, can you cut it out?" And he's like, "No."
Yeah, I'm sure you say cut it out when someone pokes you with a mop.
Maybe I do.
I don't know, dude. If I got poked with a mop, I'd be like, "Stop it!"
Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
Oh, fuck. Can't believe you've done this.
Animal.
Yeah, currently trying to get jobs more in my field of being a bad editor and such, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. We'll see. We'll keep you posted.
It's not gonna... Bum.
It's not going to happen. I'm going to be a bum.
Bum.
I'm thinking eventually I'm going to say, "Mom, Dad, it's been fun, but I got to become homeless now."
Mom, Dad, I'm thinking of taking over from Toby as the family dog.
I would love that. You know what? If that were an option in life, I think I might do that.
To be fair, living as a dog would be great. You just chill. Like, okay, this is the thing I've always thought about, right? Don't you think being born as an animal, though you have to constantly worry about dying every day, is kind of a stress-free life in a sense?
I don't know. That's the thing.
I don't think they know the concept of death, though.
That's the thing, though. I've been watching some nature documentaries recently, and they got some rough things they got to go through. Some of these things,
that's true.
They got like 6 out of 10 success rate for getting food. Sometimes less than that.
Okay,
I don't know.
Okay, most animals have it bad, but say you're like a gorilla or something. All you have to do is like eat bananas, bump your fists on your chest, punch another gorilla in the face occasionally.
Yeah, you know what? That's not too bad.
I wouldn't mind living as a gorilla. I just have to fight gorillas. It's fine.
In response to you saying, I don't think they understand the concept of death, I would actually say that's the only concept they understand. Food, sex, and death.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
Although, to be fair, I've also been watching these things, and they also got... A lot of them have good sense of strategy as far as they know what they need to do to get that food. Yeah. They've got some good food planning skills, but other than that, really, they aren't incredible.
As a species, we're collectively great. As individuals, we're bums. We're really... throw us in any sort of survival situation, we're useless.
We are the apex predator.
Yeah. We just need, like, we can be as useless as we want. Give us a firearm and nothing stands in our way.
Terrifying. Look, let's just be bums. Bum. Except for me, I'm not a bum. I have a job because I am not a bum.
Yeah, I was once not a bum, but then my job forced me out of the company by accident or due to negligence because the personnel manager was an idiot.
Oh no.
We should send him a very strongly worded
yeah,
email.
So it was like,
should I explain what happened?
Weren't you trying to get relocated and then?
Yeah. Okay. Basically, the way I'll explain it because it's something to talk about, I guess. The way I used to work, I work at a company called Tesco. People in the UK will know what Tesco is. Tesco is a global company everywhere except the US.
Hooray! That's cool.
But yeah, basically when I'm at home and when I'm at uni, I transfer between stores so I can work at uni and when I can work at home. But going into my final year, I was like, uni work's gonna be too hard. There's gonna be too much of it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna tell these people I can't work when I'm at uni, but I'd love to just relocate me to the store at home and I'll work on term time hours. And the woman who was arranging it was a new hire. She was a new person, so I was unfamiliar with her. So she invited me in, we had a conversation, and then I left pretty happy, like, yeah, great, cool. She was cool. She was like, yeah, I'll transfer you to the store, it's fine. Later on, nearing Christmas, my store manager from the other store calls me up, like, hey, come in, we love it. I want you to work under me personally, because I really like the manager there, he really likes me, and he was really like, I want you to work under me this time, I'll get you as many shifts as you want. I was like, great. And then he calls me again later, like, you've left the company, apparently? And I'm just like, excuse me? Yeah, that useless bitch, actually processed me as a leaver, not a transfer.
Yes, come on.
So yeah, I lost my job, and then when I emailed her about it, she denied we ever had a meeting and said that didn't happen. So yeah, I think I'm justified in calling her that, to be honest.
IDS, we here at the Three Losers podcast, or whatever it's called, it's
the Three Losers, yeah.
Anyway, we are feminists.
I wish the eye emoji was like on screen right now.
We're feminists, everyone. We love women. We want to look out for women, and we don't like threatening them and using offensive names.
I'm the number one person to say that. I drink respecting women juice day in, day out.
Day in, day out.
Big fan of women over here, alright?
You don't mind if I respect women?
I do not mind at all, because that's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah.
Callan's covering his ass. He just low-key hates women, honestly.
Shut up.
I mean, he's on that bum route. He just needs a wife beater and to do that action.
You're speaking under the assumption that I don't already have a wife beater. Which I do have a wife beater. I want to put that out, everybody's. I have a wife
beater with a mustard stain.
What? I keep my clothes very nicely cleaned. I wash
linens
them
are well cleaned.
Yeah, we have washing machines. We're not animals here. Gosh. I know you disrespect the U.S., but we have washing machines.
Apparently.
I'm more kind to the U.S. than most people.
Oh,
most
yeah?
people fuck the U.S. They're all fat dumbasses. It's true.
not untrue. But
yeah.
But look, I'm an okay U.S. citizen.
What is that supposed to mean?
That's all I have to say on that.
You're an okay U.S. citizen. Does that mean you're like...
I'm an okay U.S. citizen. The government, not a fan. But the citizens, they're okay.
Yeah, he doesn't like the government. He's a right-wing anarchist.
He's an illegal alien, I think. He may or may not have killed someone.
Yeah, I'm Caleb, those dirty liberals.
Oh.
Caleb's right now is like, excuse me, they're lying. They're actually fucking liberals.
Speaking of dirty liberals, we actually once had a conversation where we labeled all of the Bionicle characters as whether they would be conservative or liberals. And who knows, one of these days we might have end up having to revisit that topic.
You're right, Vakama. I am a cuck.
That's also become one of our famous quotes. Not famous, favorite.
Matao and his color Metro Green are very iconic in our circle.
Metro Green.
It's a good color. It really is.
It's the best color, Metro Green.
What's funny about this
podcast is sponsored by Metro Green.
I feel like something funny about this podcast is that, like, on one hand it kind of functions as us talking, but at the same time we also feel like a little bit of need to explain our jokes.
Yeah,
which you really can't do.
It's very hard.
It feels like when we had to catch up that one piece of shit that joined us for a brief time.
Yeah, it's hard to bring people into the group. We have a circle. I have an extended circle as well. But it's hard to bring people in because the amount of inside jokes, like our conversations, and 20% new content, 80% reused garbage that we keep repeating.
Like, and it goes back to like 2012. It's so bad.
Terrible.
Oh man.
It's like. It's so a lot of this, I assume, if there are more of these, I'll see if you guys want to actually watch these, will be us saying some stuff, then having to backpedal and explain it, because, yeah, we talk so much nonsense that makes no sense to anyone but us.
So I guess if you need a little preface, there we go. But,
see, there are a few, I mean, we're probably going to have Lanu on here as a regular guest, but I'd like to get other guests. Like, I'd like to have A-Goods on here as well at some point. But and other people, I don't know who, we'll see. But I think just because of the way we function, like I said, 80% of it is nonsense. It's very hard to seamlessly put someone else here.
Yep.
Literally, like, aside, I guess, from this one, like, the only person that you should really count on is Lornu.
Yeah. Lanu's in on the garbage. He spews as much garbage. In fact, his channel is garbage.
Yeah, this is the only one that we make fun of his channel all the time in our group. He's the only channel we make fun of because really the rest of us produce quality content.
We fucking love CallanLoF. That's a great.
Oh yeah, dude, CallanLoF is such a good channel. I love the financier enemies.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Look, I have made some really good videos about Tahu talking to Tahu.
Oh yeah. Oh man.
Oh yeah, dude, and I am the president of the United States.
Yeah. CallanLoF, great channel. Yeah, we'll get back to you on that.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm working on a really good series. It's called Bionicle Undercover. It's got a really good name.
Yeah, can you get back in the job seekers line, please? Thanks.
Okay, all right. Walmart.
Hey guys, I'm avoiding getting a job because I want to make Bionicle Undercover.
Hi, is this Caleb Lang? Hi, it's Steve Bannon, the CEO of Walmart. Yeah, we saw this Undercover series on your channel. It was trash. Yeah, we don't want anyone like you working for us. Thanks, bye.
It's Steve, please, Steve.
Oh. Look, my name is Steve Bannon.
Oh, Bannon, I thank you. I'm your biggest fan, Bannon. I want to work for Walmart.
Have you noticed Steve Bannon's nose is permanently red? Like, it's always red. It's like
it's always like the Ruru on CallanLoF. No,
it's like you know in old school cartoons, whenever they drew drunk people, they'd make their nose red. That's what it looks like. He looks like a cartoon drunk always.
Ugly. I haven't looked at a picture of Steve Bannon recently, and I don't consider that a bad thing.
Don't lie. You have a poster of Steve Bannon right above your bed.
That is a lie. That is not true. Steve Bannon, he's a great guy.
Wrong.
I would love to work for him. But
Steve Bannon is my dad, okay?
Wrong.
Wrong. Steve.
Wrong. Alright, Steve Bannon is the greatest assistant to the Supreme Leader.
Are we just going to do our Donald Trump impression?
Because yesterday was my birthday.
Today is the day after my birthday.
If we keep doing Donald Trump...
Did you guys see the picture of Baron Trump leaving Air Force One with a fidget spinner?
No.
Amazing.
It sounds like a little bit of Hillary doing the hot sauce in her purse thing there.
No, but Baron's a kid. Come on, he probably
that's true. Spinners. That's true. He probably.
I can't wait for Baron to dab. You know, because everybody loves it when political figures dab.
Oh gosh, yeah. Remember when freaking? Oh, no. This is why we can't talk because I can't speak.
The Paul Ryan.
Paul Ryan, that was a thing.
Dabbed.
Wasn't Paul Ryan really upset about that?
He was upset because the kid didn't dab right.
He came back later and was like trying to play it off as if he knew he was so much gas, as if he knew what the dab was by criticizing his dab form. It's like, come on, dude, shut up. You went home and Googled that shit.
It's true. Like, yeah, that's the thing. After that, he was like, "What the heck is this?" He Googled it. He learned what a dab was. he looked at the video that was all over the news. He was like, that kid wasn't dabbing right. I got to play this off.
Yeah. What a jungle monkey.
I knew what a dab was.
Ryan is going to personally beat up anybody who dabs.
If I could be real, I wish I didn't know what a dab was. I wish I just assumed that everyone who did it had, like, spasms. Because, frankly...
The thing is, it kind of looks like Usain Bolt's victory pose, except retarded.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of dabs, can I talk about what I initially thought a dab only was? I mean, it's this in addition.
See, that's the thing, yeah, because dabs used to be the weed thing, didn't they?
Yeah, okay, so... I have never done the weed in my life, but I'm going to tell you a story about when I did. So
we're all
my
good children here.
This is a PG podcast. We don't say any swear words.
Look, this is a hard R podcast. Okay?
That's funny. Anyway,
carry on.
So me and my friend, we went to this dude's house, and I'm going to tell you about the first time I did a dab. That wasn't the dance move, but instead was the drug. Which is like wax, but it's mixed with the stuff like that weed has. I think THC.
Yeah, that's
shit like that. And so my friend took like 3 hits, and he was like, "Oh man, this is great." And I'm like, "Okay, so it can't be that bad." So I took 1 hit, knocked out completely. I fell over, and by the way, this is all I thought a dab was because this was a couple years ago, and I was just like, and I ended up going on a rant about how this one game that I barely played like twice ruined my life, and I forgot how to tie my shoes.
Oh, yeah,
and threw up all over.
Kind of like how Barnacle ruined my life. Yeah.
Yeah,
are we going to get into that?
That's the real culprit of our problems. Anyway,
the problem with dabs and stuff, it's like edibles. Like, you never know how strong it's going to be until it's too late, and then it just hits you, and you're like, I'm traversing through space and time right now.
I know, dude. I threw up on because we were at somebody else's house, and I threw up on his stairs. On my way out, I was just like bleh, all over his stairs, and
that's filth.
My friend had to get the hose and hose it off, and it was such a bad experience. Top 10 moments of my life, though.
You hit it, and you traverse through the sky like a space-bound rocket ship. It's like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, like when you were with that dab, you got the shakes, didn't you?
Look, I was literally shaking, okay?
Look, love was evil. Spell it backwards, I'll show you, okay?
Alright.
Anyway, that's all I thought a dab was, and suddenly this dance move happened, so when everybody's like, oh man, he's doing the dab, I was like, I don't see any drugs in this image. I was very confused.
I was so
dear.
That just shows how much of a normie I am.
Yeah, we call you guys normies.
We call you normies.
Peter Griffin saying normie is the funniest thing ever.
Oh,
we're all big fans of Family Guy here. It's our favorite show.
2 days we'll find another stupid thing to pick up on, and normie will be out the window.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye, normie.
I think our group shit lasts probably about like a week or two, and then we're like, oh wow, look at this other meme.
And it'll come around. Like, stupid shit will come around again. I don't know why that reminded me of I don't know why it reminded me of Wonder Woman, but I have no idea. But the two of you have seen Wonder Woman. I have not. Would you guys like to share opinions on Wonder Woman?
I really loved Wonder Woman. I thought it was great. The ending is a little muddled, and I didn't really care for the casting of the villain, but whatever. You know, aside from like the ending, the rest of the movie is pretty good. So I would give it a solid like 8, 9 out of 10.
I don't know if I'll rate it, but I would recommend seeing it. It's pretty good. It's definitely the best DCEU film so far.
It's going to be the only good DCEU movie.
I'm holding out for that 2025 Green Lantern movie.
Oh yeah.
I saw like a comment thread that was like, you know, I don't know if we should let our kids see Wonder Woman. It kind of gives them a bad message. And it's like, what's the message? Women and being powerful? It's like, no. Having our kids expect good DC movies.
That's a pretty good one. Oh, man. Although, actually, to be fair, that's part of why the third act's a little weird. I don't really know. There's not... A lot of these films have sort of a message that you can kind of pull from, or like loose messages throughout. This one feels like it's building up to a message, but it's a little confusingly put out there at the very end. I don't know. And not to mention, with the villain they set up, I felt like it would be a bit bigger of a climax at the third act, and it really is. It's fairly small. It felt kind of inconsistent in what scope the movie wanted to be, because it starts out setting it up like, oh, this is going to be a big action ending at the end of this movie, and then the next 2 acts of the movie stay pretty low, which I liked, and the rest of the movie is really good. There's some really good sequences, and there's a lot of fun fish out of water humor, but overall it's a solid movie. But what's funny is that even I can say I like this movie and it's good, but I still say this is the worst superhero movie I've seen this year. Because I've also seen Logan.
The reason why the only reason I counter that is because I think of it sounds so negative. When it's like, the movie's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's negative, but that makes it funny, because Lego Batman, amazing. Logan, I still haven't seen it, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's amazing.
Logan's good.
What was the other one?
Guardians
of the Galaxy Volume 2.
Oh, I love Guardians 2 so
I think
much.
I think we could probably talk for 2 hours just how much we like that movie.
Iron Man has always been my favorite MCU movie, but Guardians is like so close it might even overtake it. And I prefer Guardians 2 to Guardians 1, actually, in terms of Guardians 1 obviously sets up the characters, and obviously Guardians 2 couldn't exist without it, but I had more fun with Guardians 2, I think.
I agree.
Too, yeah. I'd have to I'm not going to make a judgment call, because I really need to rewatch the first movie. But I did not watch it in anticipation for the second, unfortunately. Oh no.
See, I did by accident. Well, not by accident. It was just on TV, and I was like eating a kebab, and my hands were all greasy, so I couldn't change the channel. And I was like, oh, okay.
Trapped into watching a Marvel movie.
But it's a great movie, so it's whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I loved Guardians 2, and I love Guardians. You know, it's funny. You're like, it's close to beating Iron Man. For me, I think it has. I think Guardians and Guardians 2 as a collective are just, I like them.
It's hard, because Iron Man is so. Like, the thing is that the reason I feel like it could overtake Iron Man is because a lot of the stuff that Iron Man has done is now kind of stale, but Iron Man came out like just nearly 10 years ago.
Yeah, next year it'll be 10 years. It's crazy.
The MCU is going to be 10. Ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why. But Guardians is so viscerally fun. It's so great.
And plus, I think it's because we're all big fans of sci-fi.
Yeah, and it's also so weird thinking about, like, this has gone from everyone's most feared project that Marvel's undertaking, Guardians of the Galaxy, is this going to be good?
Yeah.
To my favorite part of the MCU, I would say.
Yeah, I would say so as well.
Not to mention, I'd say it has the best output for continuing sequels and story stuff. Because that world, it's like out of the world they've already set up with all the superheroes. This one is infinitely more fun and exciting. Well, maybe not infinitely more fun.
And not only that, but the precedence they set by doing the sequel, without being like a direct continuation, it's almost like we're just seeing another Guardian story. By not making it like a direct sequel, it feels like, we can just tell another story that the Guardians were doing.
I think more sequels should do that.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah.
It's that, and that's I think that's part of the aspect of this whole connected cinematic universe, which has helped Marvel in being like the first to do this, and that's good. But I feel like it's ultimately a problem as far as with these movies continuing to go with no end in sight. It's just going to make it really wear down, and that's why with this connected universe, I would prefer if they had a solid ending with Infinity War, but they probably won't. They're probably going to take a break from Avengers for 3 or 4 years and then make another one with new characters and all that. It's just going to keep going and going and going until we're all sick of movies.
Also, very, really off topic, but today I found the best, like, without a shadow of a doubt, the best versions of the Shaq Understandable Have a Nice Day meme. I need to show you guys this at some point.
Shaq.
I don't know why.
Okay.
It's so great. Like, they made a story out of it where the guy's dying, so Shaq decides to take the guy around the world before he dies. It's so amazing.
Bizarre.
It's so heartwarming as well. And then the sequel is Shaq goes to hell to rescue him.
What is this?
I wish Shaq would rescue me from hell.
How do memes open doorways to like new forms of storytelling? It's incredible. Like, when are we going to get...
I think Shaq opens doorways to new realms of storytelling.
It kind of sucks that we're getting the emoji movie before we're getting the meme movie.
Yeah, before we're giving Shaq another shot at doing movies. Steel was great.
Hey, he was in the Lego movie. Remember that?
Look, Caleb, we should just have the Rage comic movies. Okay?
Also, Shaq was like the first black minifig.
Oh, yeah. Amazing.
It didn't look good as a
Breaking
minifig either.
Breaking racial boundaries.
What's funny is that, like, at the same time with those original NBA minifigs, I think that's their first time doing flesh-colored minifigs too. So they couldn't make racial strides with a black minifig. No, they had to make a flesh minifig
it's
too.
Because the thing is, if the basketball, I guarantee this, if the basketball players were just all white, they would have kept them yellow. But then they were just like, oh crap! Finally, we have to represent other races. God damn it! Like you can't do basketball without black people. So they were like, fuck, we have to actually make black people minifigs now.
Yeah.
So thank you, basketball. Racist. Thank you, basketball, for making Lego not racist.
Holding it accountable. Basketball.
The thing is, to this day, there has only been one black female minifig, and it's from one of the Star Wars sets. That's the only one, which is kind of crazy.
That is very weird.
Maybe if they did Daredevil sets, no, not Daredevil, Luke Cage sets, then we can get like a whole roster.
Yeah.
Well, I doubt they would.
I doubt they would, because but the thing is, it's Marvel.
But then again, I never thought they would do The Simpsons. I mean, Simpsons isn't really edgy by modern standards, but it seems a bit edgy for Lego.
That's what I thought as well. I mean, it references like alcohol and stuff, which I didn't think Lego was going to do. But I guess Marvel does that as well. So I think that I think they should make a Luke Cage. Don't say it's for the Netflix show.
There are Indiana Jones sets, and there's pretty grim stuff in those as well.
Oh yeah, they like
that's
melting
true.
face
like pulling out a heart.
Yeah.
It's funny that Temple of Doom basically invented the PG-13 rating when it should be rated R.
Yeah, it really should.
Oh my god.
So overall, I think Luke Cage should get Lego sets because it was a good movie.
Yeah,
show.
I really want that olive suit fucking Diamondback at the end.
I really want Diamondback as the fucking set.
Outfit.
Every single one of these Marvel shows is like really solid, but there's at least one stupid thing in them. And Luke Cage, I think Luke Cage is the most solid overall, except for the character of Diamondback. They introduced this villain, Cottonmouth, who's really cool, and he exits halfway through the show, and then they put this Diamondback character in to replace him. And
I think Iron Fist is pretty good overall, but Iron Fist is in it, so it's really bad.
Okay, there you go. That's
Iron
why
Fist is so fucking bad. I finally decided to see a little bit of it. God,
awful. Like I said, all you have to see is that first 10 minutes of choreography in the lobby where he like weasels his way through two security guards. It's the worst thing.
Yeah. It's awful. Abysmal, dude. I think Caleb's theory was pretty accurate in that they probably made Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, and properly planned those, and then they're like, oh shit, we need a fourth one for the Defenders.
My guess is that Marvel was like, we really want to get Defenders out in 2017, so we need to get the fourth one established a few months before that. And they're like, what? We have Iron Fist in there, but we were just going to introduce him in Defenders. No, he needs a show. We'll do a show. And so they slapped together a show with this Finn Jones guy. And
shit actor, by the way. But go on.
Yeah. It takes an awfully long chicken to make a long egg. I agree.
What? Either way.
What? I'm choking my chicken right now? What?
I saw an episode that wasn't the first episode. I watched it with my dad because he's started watching the whole show. And they have a pier sequence. They did these in Daredevil. Like the standard pier sequence where something goes down, the heroes show up, and then they like break up what's going on, and then maybe there's a chase afterwards. But instead, they have like a spying sequence that takes like 20 minutes long. Then he sneaks onto a truck, which takes another 5 minutes. And then he's in the truck and he fights one bad guy inside the truck. Like the normal action sequence, which would have a bunch of extras running around and the superhero jumping around, kicking bad guy butts, he literally fights one dude. It's such a letdown, like, for all the buildup of that scene. And it's funny, too, because that episode, the first 20 minutes of that episode is, like, just talking and him being like, I really need your help. We need to go check this out. It's like, oh, they're building up to an action sequence in this episode. And then it's just nothing. It's so slapped together.
It's like an episode of Hey Arnold, yeah.
Hey Arnold
it's like
is
an episode
so
of Callan
much
Davis,
better.
yeah.
I would be willing to bet Hey Arnold is better than Iron Fist.
Oh, Hey Arnold's a great show.
I have not seen Hey Arnold in years.
Also, I see this picture of Superman melting a sword into his mouth, and from an old-ass comic, the heat of my X-ray vision melts the metal and turns it into red-hot molten steel. A wonderful slurp thirst quencher.
How does he X-ray vision through his mouth?
I don't know.
Wait, does he X-ray vision
Superman
the
will be
sword
calling
as
it
he's sticking
lunch.
it in?
Oh yeah, it's weird. They don't draw it as they draw it more like radiation rays. Also, I should be describing a picture on like a sound. I guess I'll maybe throw up the picture if I can be bothered. Later.
If I can be bothered. Yeah, sorry guys, you're out of luck.
Google it, guys. Google it.
I got an email, and it's about me booking my tickets. Oh yeah, maybe I'll talk about the stupid wedding I have to go to. I'm trying to avoid a wedding, but I have no excuses, and it's just having to bail from social scenarios without valid excuses is.
A wedding is a time of celebration. It's a good
look. I'll just be a homeless guy at the edges throwing moldy rice when they leave. That'll be it. It's fine.
The worst thing is that like he can either not go and not get a present, or go and have to get a present.
That's the thing. I'm not going to enjoy myself, and I'm paying out of pocket to not enjoy myself. Or I could not do anything, feel a bit bad, have money, and enjoy myself.
I've been trying to get him to bail on it, and he's just not budging.
It's because I can't be mean.
I
can't. Well,
you
I can
do
be
it.
very. I'm an extremely mean, horrific person. But
get them like an iPhone charger or something. Those are always handy to have around.
Wait, what?
What'd you say
to me?
I said, get the iPhone charger.
Oh, no! It's like a wedding registry. I gotta buy. I'm looking through it, and I'm like looking through her wedding registry, what she's got. And there's like stuff like ivory silverware set. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Imagine being like, that extra, God.
How many elephants needed to die for you to eat soup?
I eat those soup.
Soup by Gangnam Style.
Yeah, go, just kill yourself, dude.
Gangnam Style is a great song. What is...
Oh, sigh.
Sigh?
Oh, gosh. Sialosis.
That's I feel like Psy can be well compared with Avatar, and that like he was the biggest thing when he came out with that stupid song.
No.
And then nothing afterwards.
Yeah, but like Psy, like as stupid as Gangnam Style is, it's kind of enjoyable, I guess, at the time. Avatar, it's like you watch it and you're like, I've seen this movie 56,000 times before. The only thing you added was weird alien hair sex. Great, I'll pass.
Well. And the other difference is that Psy actually did follow up with his Avatar 2 shortly after, and it was bad. But Avatar 2 is yet to come out.
Are you making fun of, what was it, Gentleman or something like that?
Motherfucker Gentleman.
I thought he was saying motherfucking gentleman.
Same shit.
It's very...
AIDS.
It's a good song. And then he did one with Snoop Dogg, so that's interesting.
Oh yeah, hangover,
or
something like that.
Like, I think we found the key. Just say something a lot.
Did you just say AIDS?
Yeah, it's like, just you can't remember a song, just repeat a weird word.
Hangover. But man, what a legendary hero Psy is. Here's the thing: would you rather spend an evening with Psy or James Cameron, the creator of Avatar?
Psy
looks like he'd pop E and have fun.
Yeah,
maybe.
Like, yeah, if I move too much, my hip will break.
Frankly, talking to people of other ethnicities is a little uncomfortable. I think I'd rather talk to James Cameron.
Caleb doesn't like talking to people outside of his clan meeting.
By clan, he means the Lang clan.
By clan, he means the Lang Klux Klan? Yeah.
No. We're just the Lang clan. We're our family. We call ourselves the Lang clan or the Lang gang. So
basically, they're a reprehensible bunch of guys that we need to drive away from our gated community.
They're not actually clan. We're a group. We just have fun and we're friends. I'm not a part of.
We have fun putting petitions together to get people kicked out of neighborhoods.
I've never lynched anybody. Just saying.
Okay, Caleb.
Just saying.
What? He says
Caleb.
As if he didn't.
He says as he prepares his noose for the meeting tonight. Hey, Caleb, you got some laugh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Caleb, you got some noose in here?
Oh no.
This is getting bad. Let's move on.
Memories of the older leaky racist live stream.
Look.
It was a different time.
Are we going to talk about that, or should we just?
No, we're not.
No,
all I'll say is back then, Bill Cosby, his name was not smeared in the media, so we're disrespecting a classic icon. Now, fuck him.
And now he's just a rapist.
The sad thing is that he is a really funny comedian. I still really
I really liked all those jokes about like the rapes that he did. Yeah, those are funny.
I mean, okay, let's be real. He is funny, but he's one of 3 rapists.
Yeah, that's true. Mm-hmm. Who are the other 2? Toby Turner.
There's a good friend, Toby Turner, Bill Cosby, and Jared Fogle.
There we go.
Trio.
The 3 rapists, if you will.
Yeah, I think the 3 of them should start. The 3 of them should start a podcast called The 3 Rapists.
Brock Turner is an honorary 4th member because he's Toby's nephew.
Yeah, he's the 4th. Brock Turner is the 4th rapist that appears in the next episode of this potential 3 rapists podcast.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Brock Turner's a hero. I don't know why you said that.
He's the scummiest human being ever.
If Brock Turner died, I would be pretty happy. I would celebrate.
Oh, man. Gosh. That was a whole mess.
Anyway, let's steer away from this. Okay, you know what? I asked everyone for questions. Let me pull up those questions, and I'll answer them, and then maybe I'll throw them out. If you've nice little rape diversion we went down.
While you're looking it up, why don't we talk about how you and I met? That was one of them. We met.
I was at a homeless shelter. I was at a homeless shelter.
Me. That's the answer.
A kind, charitable individual, and this bum came up who like stank of ass and was named Nalak, but his name was actually Callan.
I didn't have very good deodorant at the time.
Callan is Nalak. Spell it backwards. I'll show you.
And like he dipped his hands in the soup and like rinsed them clean, and then I was like, wow. This guy looks like a Lord of Fire.
Yeah, and that's where I got my username, actually. I actually got it from IDS561. He said, you stank like a Lord of Fire. I'm like, that's pretty good. Because I guess, fire must smell pretty bad. It's very smoky. It gets in makes you cough and all that jazz.
It's like how I describe how fat people smell like sausage in a bad way. You smell like burnt stuff in the bad. Actually, all burnt stuff smells bad, except birthday candles. Birthday candles smell nice.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Febreze candles.
Memories of knowing that you're getting
This
old.
episode is sponsored by Febreze candles. Buy one for your family.
No, what is it?
Makes candles?
They do. Yeah.
Weird.
I think the first question should be: is Jcomix your favorite member? Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah, she's
my
the best.
My favorite question was "You Gay" by user Dick Sucker. Shout out to Dick Sucker. He's great.
Shout out to Dick Sucker.
Okay, what about Chronix asks, what happens if Pinocchio says, my nose will now grow? See, this is one of those paradoxical questions. So I'm going to say
to answer Dick Sucker.
I'm going to say I'm not going to answer that.
My nose will grow. To answer
Dick Sucker, yes.
But, wait, but he's not lying. It won't grow unless he lies.
My nose will now grow. But if it does,
Let's move on.
If he doesn't say it, then he is lying, so then it will grow.
That is paradoxical. You're right. I don't know. That's crazy.
Okay. Let's see. Favorite original Barnacle set. I'm just gonna say Nopara and Nika for now.
That's a really solid one to go to. I'm gonna say Toa Matanui is one of the greatest sets.
Oh, I love the little grey nutsack they gave him. It was great.
Toa Matanui.
Are we talking about the big one or the small one?
Honestly, I would say 2015 Anua is probably my favorite.
Oh man, I loved it when they made Gorilla Grodd a set. That was awesome.
Gorilla Grodd.
Yeah, that was great.
Or was his name Gorzan or like Gorag or something?
Gorag, yeah, that was his name. It was Gorag. Got it.
I think it was actually pronounced Gorag.
Okay. All right. Oh, actually, no. The question was favorite original, so Gorag the Gorzan doesn't count.
Yeah, you're right. Gosh, not 2015.
Then clearly Gresh.
Gresh is good.
Oh yeah,
Stars.
Like, okay, controversial opinion. Gresh Stars is actually the best star set. He's the least deserving. Actually, no, Skrall's even less deserving. But his set, just in a vacuum, is the best looking set.
What's funny is that Gresh, while like a very nothing character, both his sets are among the best of his lines. I would say.
I would say the thing is, I prefer Strack, I prefer Malum, I prefer Vorox. So he's already in the bottom 3 for me.
Okay, that's fair. Although I don't know, I feel like at least you can say with Gresh he has a bit more going on with some of his design than even with.
Yeah, he's like one of those ones where they're using the Nike design, but at least they switch it up a bit.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Okay, see, we got favorite Toa. Mine's Pohatu.
Oh, Tahu. I'm a basic.
And then favorite Misadventures character. Mine's, I don't know, Onapex. Who knows? He's
a Amuchi.
Oh, Paksu.
Poxu doesn't count.
Oh, why not? He was in it.
Because he uses TP on his bunghole.
Okay.
So that doesn't count.
Okay, then my second favorite is, I don't know, I like Zeb.
The kid.
Is that
I like Zeb, especially when he doesn't do his voice properly.
Ooh, shots fired.
I really loved it I really love it when Zeb was just like, "It's fucking me, dude."
Actually, you know what? The best character I want to pick some pals was the doctor who like spies on people as they say Deb goodbye.
Oh, get the room.
Who's disrespectful to people mourning him.
Yeah, really. I feel like that doctor, he demonstrates the spirit of this group better than any other character in the show, and that's why he is the best. Other than Imuti.
Well, I think the doctor encapsulates the humor and joy that we feel at mocking people.
Yeah.
In dire situations.
Imuti demonstrates the pain of that side of life, because.
Okay, Caleb's favorite person, Wombat Combat, asks, "What did you do at your university?" I did a course named Computer Visualization, which is like computer stuff. There's some coding in there, there's some 3D modeling in there, there's some... It was kind of like, towards the end you could kind of veer it where you wanted. I kind of wanted to do some 3D animation, so I started doing stuff like that. I actually have a 3D animation I should put up on my channel, but I don't know why I haven't, so...
He also has a co-pilot.
That's the answer to that. Caleb, do you want to answer?
I studied theater. That was my official major. I also did a film minor, and I learned a lot of stuff through film courses.
Yeah, Caleb films minors, yeah.
We're not going to talk about that. We're going to talk about how
You've been dodging... Caleb, wait. You've been dodging these accusations for years. I mean, I think it's time you made an official statement.
I think I would prefer to talk about that in the next podcast. So join us next time.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Keep wanting more.
Keep them coming. So, what was I saying? Yeah, I watched a bunch of movies and stuff about like racist black portrayals and all sorts of fun stuff.
Oh, was that the class you had? Was that the class you had with the Nazis, your teacher?
No. That was the German cinema class where we actually watched Nazis.
Amazing. He's representing his culture, dude.
But yeah, I had a few courses like that, and I did some theater and improv and some fun stuff, and now I'm a bum. And yeah. Jcomix actually has the most interesting story with his
Jcomix kind of went to college, I guess.
Look, alright. Guys, this is totally contradicted to my not being a bum earlier. But anyway, so I did go to college for a brief time. I went, and my major was going to be art and animation, which is a useless degree. And I dropped out after the first semester because the school was losing its accreditation.
Pay for nothing.
Yeah, so it's like pay, but you don't get a real degree. In case you don't know what that is, since you're all like 12. And,
violent.
Yeah,
rude,
so I was like, shit, dude. I was like, shit, okay, so I dropped out, and now I find out the school is going non-profit, and, I'm not going back. And I got a job at this nice retail place. And that's what I've been doing, making money instead of spending it. Except I'm still paying for the student loans for that one fucking, like, quarter I went to. It was two classes. Just two classes, and it cost like $3,000.
Stupid.
Bullshit.
That's pretty crazy.
For-profit schools are dumb.
Okay. Renzo Mox asks, favorite food? That's very hard to say.
I love sweets, particularly chocolates.
I'm going to say chocolate for sweet. No, I'm going to say sweets and fried chicken. Go for it.
Oh, man. You took my favorite. I'm going to say that, too. I'm going to hop on to that.
Okay, well, I like just most Mexican food is just in general the best. Maybe like burritos.
Not Totitos?
Cool.
Yeah.
Tostitos?
Yeah, Tostitos. Okay, when is Crab God going on iTunes? Tomorrow.
If you didn't know, tomorrow is always the mandatory date for everything we are never, ever going to do. So there you go.
Okay, like the life of a Bionicle. So Sarah Jordan, I'm not sure what that means. She also says cola. Cola is well respected here. And Max Dudek VA asks, do you love me? My response to this is, love is evil, spell it backwards, I'll show ya. Miko Wise Jalorkum, spell it backwards, I'll show ya. That's my answer to that.
That's a good answer. That's a very good answer.
That's a great answer, honestly.
Noble Spam Man says, got any cola? Yes. You got any cola? That's not even his voice, but...
Good job. Yeah, you do
Challenge,
like it.
can you make a king crab humanoid mock? If he's a crab, how can he be humanoid?
Hey, wait. Does you saying that Vorox mask was a crab count?
But it's not humanoid.
Oh,
Is
then
it
no.
humanoid?
It's not a crab if it's a human.
Yeah.
This is just a stupid question. So let's move on.
It's very rude to Tinfoil Man. Very rude.
All right.
Will your new content still be about Bionicle, or will we be moving on to something different? I'm actually, and this is asked by Vakama87, I'm actually not sure what I'm doing right now.
As you can see from this podcast, it's kind of all over the place. We just kind of chatting.
This is a way to put some content on this channel while I'm deciding. I always wanted to make Onapex a cartoon, but a certain Lanu of Metru Shitfree is doing that right now with Gaku and Rio, which I've been wanting to do this for years. Even back in 2011 and 12, I've played around with the idea, and everyone was like, and I was like, okay, dude, calm down.
I can vouch.
And then this Gaku and Rio looking ass comes in and starts doing
heresy. We'll
doesn't it suck so when a fan show overshadows the original?
I don't know when that happens. Never seen that happen personally from first-hand experience.
But yeah, I don't know. I'll always be a fan of Bionicle. I will probably do animations here and there when I'm bored, probably. And of course, season 3 of Onapex.
All I know is that when Steven Universe is inevitably canceled,
season 3 of
Onapex should take
Season 3 of Onapex is actually 100% written. It's just whether or not I'll ever make it is the real thing. Like I said, I'd like to make it a cartoon, but then Gaku and Rio took that. I'm still gonna do it. But just let it be known, you're first.
Yeah, I mean, you even have the Misadventunes tests out, so...
Yeah. Anyway, okay. So, yeah, I don't know. I want to do different stuff. This podcast, potential other videos. But I'll always probably do Bionicle here and there. I'll always have an opinion on that.
Yeah.
So...
I don't want to talk about the thing, but we shouldn't.
I don't even know.
Do you guys want to? I mean, this isn't really directed at you guys, but I guess Caleb, what about your content?
Oh, I'm making videos.
Amazing.
Bionicle Undercover will be finished. That's basically all I'm going to say. I'm going to get it eventually. I'll finish it, and then I'm going to die.
Oh, do you want to shout out stuff, Jcomix, or do you want to keep that under wraps?
Well, I don't know. I mean, that because you're involved with that stuff.
Well, I'll say this. We might be making an Onapex adaptation in another medium as well. But I'll announce that at some point as well. Okay.
It's never coming.
We'll talk about that later. But yeah, so let's just say I have been busy with stuff that you won't see for a good minute though.
There we go. Okay, Matax33 asks, how long does it usually take to make about a 5 to 7 minute animation? That depends on what's happening in the animation. It depends on what mood I'm in, what season it's in. Because at the end, for a 5 to 7 minute animation, I'd be doing it around stuff. It wouldn't be a continuous thing. But that's something I wouldn't be able to do in a week.
Yeah.
It'd probably take me some time.
Unless maybe if you were doing it consistently, but even then...
Yeah.
All I know is that even when I try and work consistently and get something done, it usually ends up being like 4 minutes. I think that's part of my writing problem, though. I always write things fairly short. I don't know. I'm kind of ugly.
See, I'm the opposite. I used to be able to write short stuff. But more and more stuff gets longer, and it's annoying. I mean, either my writing is like I can write a 9-second short, or I'll write a 15-minute thing.
Well, there you go. Oh man.
Okay. Lego Metal 44 asks, "Are you my real daddy?" Sure, why not?
You are not the father. Oh wait, you are.
What is your favorite color of the alphabet? What is my favorite color?
That's a dumb question. I don't like it.
Move on. I hate it.
What videos are you planning on making? I think we kind of answered that. Sonicron, my question, were you dropped as a fetus? Sure, why not? What got you into stop motion? I've always liked stop motion as a style. It's always been cool.
You've always liked bands, and that's why your first video came together.
Of course, Kanoe Stripes is great. No, but it's just like, when you have Bionicles, it's like the go-to thing to do. It's like, I used to watch Bionicle stop motions. I can't say they particularly inspired me to do it. It was more the fact that I want my Bionicles to move too.
Yeah.
Sort of thing.
It's
Yeah.
funny for me. I
was
when
the
I
same
wanted,
way.
I did see Bionicle fan animations. I always wanted to make the content that I wanted to see on YouTube, as far as like seeing Bionicles fight, and then I didn't end up doing that.
Yeah, I always wanted to see Philo
Looks
versus
like
Philo.
That was such a good video.
What
Yeah.
about you?
Well, I'm the same. I'm the same as you. I not the Firelord versus Firelord shit, but I see other. I want to see my Bionicle move too.
Toys.
Sort of
Excitement.
way. And I'm like, because basically, I used to write fan fiction. All right. Make fun of me all you want, but I did. But the thing is, I was like, I'm a shitty writer in fan fiction. Let me try the screen, and then I got into stop motion because that was the only way I can do stuff with other actors. Because I was young and I didn't know
I'd
anybody.
say Bionicle lends itself towards fan fiction more than most other franchises, but then again, I'm sure every fan...
It's very loose with
I'm sure
it.
every fan of every franchise says that about their own favorite franchise.
Yeah, but the thing is, Bionicle has a really rich mythology that you can build stuff within, which I think is
But
great.
My Little Pony has all sorts of great backstory that you can work your own pony characters into. Really.
Anyway, Bionicle's great as a franchise.
Anyway, let's move on. So Towageki asks the how did I meet Callan? I think we answered that. They ask, how did you start animation? I think we kind of answered that. What is the future of this channel? Once again, I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna workshop a few things. I'd like, depending on the viewership of this, we'll try and continue this. Just as something to do semi-regularly, at least. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, I'll probably do a few animations here and there. I'd like to do some 2D stuff. Maybe some 3D stuff, 2D stuff, stop motion. We'll see. Just, I don't know. The big question is, I don't know right now. I'm just testing the waters.
Ooh.
Okay, No Comment the Great says, IDS Senpai noticed me. You have been noticed.
Yay.
Our good friend Pajango commented, Add a kid, what's your favorite color? I don't know.
Purple.
It used to be blue, but I've got to say maybe black. Not because of the edgy goth thing, it's just the most applicable color to everything.
It is a very applicable color, but I like red. Red.
I like purple. It's very royal. It's very
I like
pretty.
red because I love the blood of my enemies.
Okay, Brandon
Wow,
Johnson says, to the IDS studios, woo, and cast, how was the experience of what you did behind the scenes of Onyx and Pals and all the parts towards the ending saving Jevik?
Wait,
That
what?
was a little
I didn't
weird.
understand
Basically,
the question.
behind the scenes of Onyx and Pals and, like, how was the experience of behind the scenes of Onyx and Pals and the parts, basically, and Jevik Part 3, the ending?
I feel like we could
The ending...
I feel like maybe you should
okay.
hold this one back. You could do a whole podcast just talking about that, probably.
Okay, yeah, alright. Brandon Johnson, you're getting your own podcast at some point. There you go. You got a big thing. And Jay Benkel, a friend of mine, also asks, what is your history when it comes to BioTube and what inspired you to make Onopex and Pals? In fact, if we're going to say Brandon Johnson's question, maybe we'll do a big Onopex special.
Yeah, because a lot
Talk
of these are
Okay.
more general, but there are a few that are Onopex centric, and we can kind of work those together in a separate one.
Okay, we'll
With the Onopex one, yeah, that'll be
put
fun.
those together. And Nicholas Hermanis asks how you doing in response to the thumbnail.
How you doing?
I'm doing real good.
I'm not asking you anything. I'll never obey you. Sodara and Toa are abnormal.
That's
Thanks,
rude.
dude.
I'm fucking
Gosh,
sad,
why
dude.
why do you have these people?
You got some meanie bobinis here.
Very hurtful. Very hurtful.
Please
I
like
want to
me.
be loved.
Please validate my existence and tell me I'm funny.
Oh man, I'm so funny. I'm so funny.
Yeah, that's about it.
CallanLoF is
I
the
think
best
that's
YouTube channel.
That's it.
I make such good content. Fireword vs. Fireword sequel coming soon.
Terrible.
Oh man.
I made a Bionicle pitch video.
Oh yeah,
That's
that was,
it. Don't ask me for anything ever
Don't
again.
watch it. It's 40 minutes long. Gosh, can't do that.
Yeah, it's too long. Don't watch it. Just go watch Onopex and Pals
Yeah,
again.
you should.
Instead.
Maybe Callan and Dave.
Actually, no. People, watch the ending. For all the begging and crying people did for the ending, not that many people watched it.
Yeah.
In the grand scheme of things.
That-
Come on, guys.
And nobody commented.
I mean, on one
Like,
hand,
what
it's
the hell?
partly because you split it up into a bunch of parts, but that's not really fair either. Like, you still got the ending out.
The ending is like 12 minutes. Like, yeah, if you want to ignore the previous parts, fuck it. But watch the end. Come on. You can't harass me for 3 years and then not watch it. Go on.
Where's Chevy
I think
Part 3? Where's Civic
And then
Part
the
3?
stupid, if I remember correctly, the stupid Gak on Rio crossover that I did also overtook it. Like, come on.
I think it might have been unovertaken, but maybe not. I don't know,
but this is...
Just go watch it. Just go watch the ending.
It's like, come on, I didn't have to do that. I shouldn't have done that.
He put a lot of it. He wanted to cancel it so many times. It just...
Fandango finally sponsored
it. Support it.
And he finally got movie clips to sponsor his videos, and so he released them.
Wasn't somebody really fucking mad about that? And he's like, I'm gonna report this.
It's a fucking Fandango. So
Jcomix does the Fandango. That season 3, Jcomix does the Fandango. And Oni's like, I prefer movie streaming. I don't like Fandango. I don't like going to the theater. I'm just gonna go watch it on my Netflix account. That's my best Onapix impression.
Sounds pretty awful.
Well, you know what? Maybe that's why you didn't get me to voice in your show.
I should have. I should have heard that great.
You should have got him as the nerd character. Honestly,
hey guys,
you wanted to be the nerd character.
I did want to be the nerd character. This is a conundrum.
Do we have any more questions before we wrap this up?
Leave me alone.
Oh, do we have any more questions before we wrap this up?
Mr. Blue Sky.
No, we finished.
Oh yeah, it's nearly an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We got like 5 more minutes. Is there anything else people want to plug? I don't know. We could end it now if you want.
I don't know. We could call
Gora. I don't know, Callan. You wanted me to be the maestro.
Screw it. All right, so yeah, first podcast is coming to an end now. Tell us what you thought. I mean, do you want to hear this? If you don't want to hear this, I'll stop doing it. I mean, it's whatever. But we'd like to do this because it's fun and it's not.
Hey, if you liked Onapix and you want to hear updates on its status, probably enjoy the podcast because this is where we would only talk about
exactly.
it.
Yeah. Now that we've promised the big Onapix podcast, look out for that. I guess. I
could talk about Callan and David and how that's coming along.
No. Yeah, you can tell that to fucking Patreon or something.
Tell that to Patreon.
For the love of God, watch this
guys.
podcast.
Please come donate to my Patreon.
Me if this is something that people are actually interested in, or I will drop it like a sack of potatoes.
Donate to my Patreon.
It's true.
I make $7 a year. It's
CallanLoF.com/I'm a garbage YouTuber.
Yeah. That's the exact. They didn't have much else as far as like a lot of the other URLs were taken. So I'm a garbage YouTuber was like my only option, which is unfortunate because you guys can tell it's clearly false.
Oh, actually, I just noticed we missed one question. I guess we can answer it next time. I'll read it out though. Oh no, my phone is freezing.
No,
we have to stretch out this last 5 minutes because I'm trying to read this question.
What are we gonna do? Gorak, help us!
Okay, the question is, what do you think of the Barnacle community from BZ Power to TTV to YouTubers currently? We'll answer that next time. All right, we're going.
Yay! Bye.
Next time on To Catch a Loser. We are ending it now. Bye.